Well, hey, crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DiyDreaming, and I'm coming live to you from Biltmore Inn at the beautiful Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm here at the Magnolia Design Company yearly incentive trip, and it's been awesome. And what I wanted to do today was I wanted to do my craft club project with you. And so that's what we're going to be doing. As you're hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to sprinkle, feel free to ask questions. If you haven't joined the craft club yet, you definitely should. So this, what I have in here, is the September project, and it's amazing. It's been 1 year since Magnolia started this, and every month has been something new and completely different and awesome. And this month, it's an embroidery hoop sign. So I love embroidery hoops. Obviously, I post about them a lot, and it's going to be really fun. So let me show you what comes in the kit. And at the very end, I'll get you information on joining. If you haven't joined already, I'd love to have you join my club. Okay, so you get an 11-inch embroidery hoop that is very nice. By the way, I'm in my hotel room, so I'm not sure what kind of reception I have here, or lighting or sound quality. Just doing the best that I can. Not everybody travels with craft supplies. I do. But anyways, okay, so you're going to get your embroidery hoop. Then you're going to get a little packet that is ink, which is what you would use on this fabric. I'll show you in just a minute. And it's black. You're going to get a new squeegee, which is fun. You're going to get a whole bunch of jute. You're going to get this greenery, which I've been fiddling around with mine, kind of taking it apart. You'll get instructions, and then you will get a reusable stencil that you can do a ton more projects with. In fact, usually there's so much left over of the medium, whether it's chalk paste or ink each month, that you can hang on to this and make more projects with this too. So let me open this up and show you what's in it this month. And I didn't remember to bring a Sharpie marker with me, so I'll mark the back of this when I get home, which is just fine. It is a stencil that is awesome, especially this time of year as we're about to go into fall and then into Thanksgiving. It says grateful for today. And then it has the other words at the bottom that say, and every day. So I'm not sure if we're going to use the bottom part or not, but let's just cut it off right now. I also brought with me a pair of scissors. I brought my handy dandy glue gun. You guys, I brought my tub of water, or my tub that I rinse my stencils in, because I don't want to mess this up. I want to be able to use this a ton more. So I brought that. I brought a little thing to put my ink in. I brought some paper towels. But other than that, this project didn't require a lot of extra stuff. Okay, and it comes with this piece of fabric, which is very gauzy and kind of see-through. You can see that. And it's sort of a ivory color. It's really pretty. And I used my hotel room iron to iron it before I got started, and I just have some pieces of paper towel underneath on top of my desk here in the hotel room that is covered with glass. So no worries, I'm not going to be doing any damage to this beautiful hotel room that we're staying in. Okay, and ordinarily when you're working with a brand new stencil, you want to take it off of the backing sheet, and then you want to fuzz it a couple of times. That just makes it so it's not quite so sticky as it would be otherwise, because these are adhesive and they're very, very, very sticky in the beginning. Anyways, but since I'm going to use it on fabric, there's no reason to fuzz it on fabric before I use it on fabric, so I'm not going to. Okay, I'm seeing questions. How much is Craft Club? Well, Craft Club is a monthly thing. It comes every month, roughly the same time, depending on when you sign up for club. You get a box. It's $22.95 plus tax and shipping. And the great thing about the Magnolia Craft Club is that you get your surface, which other clubs don't include that. You get a nice stencil that you'll be able to use many, many, many times. You'll get some medium, and Magnolia also includes almost every month a whole bunch of doodads to really take your project up to the next level. So it's a good deal, really good deal. And they do ask for a 3-month commitment. So if after 3 months you didn't like it, you can let them know that you don't want to be part of Craft Club anymore. But honestly, I've not had that many people think that they didn't love it and not want to do it anymore. So I think you'll love it. If you haven't already signed up for it, I definitely recommend it. Okay, I'm just trying to put this stencil roughly in the center of my little piece of gauze, and then I'm gonna press it down really good. All right. And it's stuck on here. I will decide later if I want to add these words. But it says grateful for today and every day. And if you are interested in joining my craft club, just say join or enroll or craft club or something. And when I'm all finished here, I'll get you a special link that'll take you directly to my craft club so you can sign up for it. I'd love to have you be on mine. Okay, so let's do the ink. And a couple things I love about Craft Club are every month you get a completely different project. You get everything you need. You get instructions, and they also do a video. So if you've not stenciled before, this is a good way to give it a try. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but we'll just start with this. And if you don't have these little things, you can put your ink on a paper plate, in a glass bowl, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do this first. I'm gonna throw my stencil in this little tub of water, and then we're gonna fiddle around with our embroidery hoop, and I'm gonna kind of give you an idea of what I'll be doing. So I've just put a little bit of ink on my squeegee, and I am just going to cover the areas of my stencil where it's cut out, where there's holes. And I am going to resist the urge to keep going over and over and over it, because that is when you accidentally push too much medium through the holes in your stencil and it doesn't look very crisp. When you do that, it's hard to stop yourself sometimes because you're like, I just want to make sure I get every single bit. And then as soon as I get it on, it is kind of weird to be stenciling with this glass on the desk underneath. I can feel it. It feels different. Anyways, so once I get it on, then I'm just going to use the other side of the squeegee to sort of scrape off any excess. And then we're going to peek. Set this over here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is why I put a paper towel down, because it will go through. And let's just have a little peek from the side. And I can come back and touch up any areas where maybe it's not dark enough, or not as dark as I would want it to be. Okay, let me throw this in my little tub of water over here. So I will be cleaning off my stencil in the hotel room because I don't want to mess it up. It's a beautiful stencil. And this is what the this little gauzy fabric looks like now. I see a couple areas where I didn't maybe quite get enough ink on, but I can come back after the fact and touch that up. So let's lay it back down right here. Now the tricky thing with this project is that this is not completely dry, obviously, and I didn't bring a heat gun with me. But what I want to tell you is what we're going to do is we're going to be putting it in the embroidery hoop. Then I'm going to be taking my greenery that comes with it apart. There's different ways you can do it. So when Magnolia showed their video on making it, they show this idea of putting your greenery like this, which would be lovely. And you could certainly do that. There's 1,000,001 different ways that you can do it. My plan is to put my embroidery hoop with this little screw that tightens the outer hoop off to the side. And then I'm gonna glue some pieces of greenery onto the edge of the fabric and the edge of the embroidery hoop. So while we're letting this dry just a little bit, let's take this greenery apart. And I may not use all of it. This is really nice. I'm always tickled with what they include. And I'm just gonna cut it apart, or some of it. And then we'll put our little gauze in our embroidery hoop and we'll start fiddling around with it. And then I have an idea for the jute that comes with it. I want to make some kind of a big bow that will hang off the side. And so I think I'm going to have it be like even all these thicknesses together. I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get there. So who is a part of Craft Club? Tell me in the comments. Oh my goodness, and thank you guys so much for the stars. That is so sweet of you. I so appreciate that. Who is a member of my Craft Club? And tell me what has been your favorite Craft Club project so far? I would love to know. And other people would probably love to know that too. I'm just going to start with this here. Hopefully I won't regret cutting it all up. This is 1/2 of the greenery. I don't think I will. Okay, so I still have all of this, which we may use or we may not. I don't know. Okay, so very, very carefully, I'm going to take my embroidery hoop apart. And if you've not ever worked with embroidery hoops before, this is 11 inches. It's a nice, good size. Just this embroidery hoop is probably a $5 item. The stencil is probably, I mean, just this hoop and the stencil are around $20. And then you get all the greenery, you get the ink, you get a new squeegee, you get some jute. This is a really good deal. But anyways, with these hoops, you're just going to unscrew the little mechanism right here. If you've been crafting for a while, you're probably like, Heidi, I know how to do that. You don't need to tell me. Okay, and then I don't have enough space here. I'm gonna lay my project over the top of my bottom inside hoop. And then I'm gonna put, which way do I want this to go? I want it to go like this. I'm gonna put the outside hoop on it, and I want the mechanism to be off to the side. So can you see what I'm talking about? It's right here. And I want it to be reasonably straight. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm going to tighten it up, and then I'll show you what we do. So I have been here in Asheville, North Carolina since Wednesday afternoon. My husband and I drove over. I'm on a trip with a Magnolia Design Company that is an incentive trip that I earned. And it has been, like everything else involved with Magnolia Design Company, seriously, it has been top notch. We're staying at the Inn at Biltmore, which is a fabulous, beautiful hotel on the Biltmore grounds. Yesterday we did a tour of the Biltmore house, which was fabulous. And then one of the gals on my specific team named Cindy Jarvis, she and her husband and myself and my husband, we all went out for a fabulous dinner at the Grove Park Inn. Just, I don't know, just for fun. And we've had a lot of different events and a ton of meals. It feels like we've been eating the whole time we've been here. Seriously. Okay, so this is what it is looking like. And what I will be doing, I'm feeling like it's still kind of crooked. Like do I want this to go down? I don't know. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gluing this greenery on the edge of this embroidery hoop and a little bit on the fabric. And then we'll come back and we'll trim the back and we'll tuck it under. And then we'll do the jute ribbon. So thank you so much to everybody who did stars. I so appreciate that. With this, you just kind of got to start layering. Let's see, I need a better spot for my glue gun and my paper plate. I brought a paper plate from home. Maybe I want to start further down so that I can layer over the top of it. I don't want to cut these in too many teeny pieces, but I do want this to be able to go multiple directions. When I get home, I could get a pretty bow and add some color to it also. This is one of the fun things that I really like about Craft Lab, is being able to take a project that, you know, they designed for us and then imagine it how, you know, do it my own way or do it exactly the way that Magnolia has it designed. But it's totally up to you. And I think that's really fun. And you get everything that you're going to need. So you don't have to worry, well, do I have everything that I need? I see lots of people on. I'm hurrying. I'm sorry. I'll try not to blab the whole time. If you guys have are part of my craft club and you have this project already and you've done it, share pictures in the comments of how you did yours, because I know it's always good to have more ideas. And like sometimes I might just take a little bit of an idea and make it my own, but it's a great starting point. So share your ideas. So I'm not going to do the whole ring of this embroidery hoop. I really just want it to be on this side, but I am going to be layering. I've got hot glue everywhere already. Okay, so this is where I am right now. We're going to go a little bit higher and a little bit lower, and then we'll bush it out to the side. Let me trim off these strings that are wanting to get stuck in my hot glue. So let's definitely go a little bit higher. A little bit higher at the top here. Oh no, just set my finger in my ink. I didn't smudge it, so that's good. But who likes to craft when you are on a trip? Anyone? So the first, let's see, the day before yesterday, this company is just so awesome. I went with one of the owners, Lisa Ramsey, thrift storing, because she loves to thrift also. And then we went to a Dollar Tree because there were a couple of us that went out that don't have Dollar Tree Plus where they live. So we did that. And I didn't really get any craft supplies, but I did get something fabulous. You guys, I found some books. One of them was published in 1891. I'll have to grab it before I'm done here and show you. Okay, I think I have it as tall as I want it to be, and now I kind of want to bush it out, so we're probably going to have to use some more of this other side. We may even use it in fuller pieces. I don't know. Okay, so let's start. This is what I mean right here by having it start to come out. So what do you guys think so far? Maybe the other way that they show this project is quicker. I don't know. It probably is. But I just wanted to put my own spin on it, so. Okay, do you see what I'm starting to do here? So let me just do just a little bit more, and then I'll probably finish it up off camera because I think this might be boring to watch. But we'll go on. I'm going to show you how we're going to finish off the back of it. My husband's out doing something and going to the gym. So I'm like, I'm gonna craft, all right? I have got glue strings galore. Okay, so let's say, for the sake of time, that this is good, and I will fiddle with it some more. But basically what I'm gonna do next, and I'm gonna have to do it very carefully, is I am going to put a little bit of glue right along the rim on the inside of my embroidery hoop. Can you see that right there? And then I'm just gonna pull my little, I don't want to glue it to itself underneath the back, because then I think you'll see a shadow of it. Can you see what I'm talking about right here? So I just want, and I also don't want to mess up my stencil design because it's not 100% dry. I'm just going to get this folded over onto itself, and then I'll trim it and do the bow. This is a little awkward to do because I'm afraid if I lay it down, am I gonna smudge it? I might. So I may have to just hold off on trimming these big pieces off the back. Let's glue a little bit more. Just so you can see the project without all the excess gauzy fabric sticking out everywhere. And this is the perfect example of why I choose to use a low temperature hot glue gun. is because it does not kill you when you get it on your fingers. And a regular hot glue gun, I think, it's very painful to get glue gun blisters. So I almost never use hot glue gun. I always almost use a low temperature one. Okay, I think I'm almost done gluing it onto itself. Trim this a little more. Crafting when you're not at home, when you're in a hotel room, is always a little bit of a challenge, but it's fun to do. I like to craft when I'm out of town. Okay, so this is kind of what it's looking like right now. And I will continue to make it bushier, and to me, it looks like it needs to go up a little bit higher and also down a little bit lower. But what I was thinking in terms of a ribbon or a bow was to see if I could sneak in here where the little, I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try where the little hoop tightener is. Probably should have done this before I started gluing. Maybe I need to take some of this off. Okay, here we go. This part, just like everything else, you can totally do it your style, your way, whatever appeals to you. And to do something like this is what my idea was. And I'll trim this shorter. What do you guys think? Do you like it? So, okay, so let me tell you about Craft Club one more time. It's a monthly box that you get every month. It's a surprise every month. It's everything for a whole entire project. You get a surface. You get a stencil that's reusable. You get your medium, whether it's sometimes it's chalk paste, sometimes it's ink. It's been all different colors. You get a squeegee, a new squeegee, which is fun to have. You get the doodads. You get instructions, and you get a video, and then you get me to put my own spin on it. And then you get to see a bunch of other people who are in the club sharing pictures of how they did theirs. And it's just really fun, especially if you haven't, if crafting seems like a big ordeal to you because you don't have everything you would need. This gives you everything you would need and a lot of different ideas. You love it. It's so simple. And you know what I might even do is I might attach it to some kind of a wood sign. Like I think, or even put it with inside of a bigger wreath. But I think it would stand out more and look better if it was part, I don't know where I am on my camera. I'm very sorry if I'm moving around a lot. I think it could be really pretty to be just the outside front component of a larger project. So, okay, so let me know if you have not joined Craft Club yet. You should. You would get this project. If you join anytime before the end of September, you would get the September box first. And then next month, about the same time, so say you joined today, what's today, the 10th, the 11th, then you would get your box sometime a little bit after the 11th every month. And it's going to be a different project each month. It's going to be a surprise each month. Different mediums, different types of surfaces. It's $22.95, and that includes everything for a whole project plus a reusable stencil that you can use another 20, 30, 40, 50 times. There's tax, whatever that is for your local, where you live. And then I think the shipping is around $5. You'll get a video, a link to a video, and you'll also get printed instructions. Plus, you'll get me. So I would love to have you join my craft club if you haven't done that already. Let me know if you want information. A really fun thing to do is to get your mom, your sister, your BFF, your next door neighbor, your friend that you like to work out with. If you have children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews, to get a couple of boxes so that you can do it together each month with whoever that is that you might choose to do it. So think about that too. And otherwise, have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to clean up my hotel room here before my husband gets back. I'll finish this project 100% either today or when I get home. And if you haven't already liked and followed DIY Dreaming, you should be able to do it up here if you're watching on Facebook. If you haven't subscribed to if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, I'd love for you to do that as well. Feel free to sprinkle all that usual stuff. So I hope the sound wasn't too terrible. I hope it wasn't too dark. I hope you were able to see what I was doing. But I missed you, and I just wanted to come live today to show you this September Craft Club project, and I will see you guys later.